You talk about the open beta for Battlefield 6. Not that you care.
Not that I care. I love Battlefield.
Well, you should download it right now.
Is it good?
It's amazing. I'm not even a Battlefield fan.
Battlefield was great in Battlefield 3.
Battlefield 6, dude.
Battlefield 6, dude.
We're in the
Battlefield
future.
4, I heard, was good too. It's in the future?
We are in the future.
Oh.
Hey, check this out. I'm sending it in the Discord chat. What do you think about that?
I've never watched Berserk, so I have no idea.
I've never watched it either, but I know about it.
Oh, I don't know anything about it.
It's more of a good manga. The anime is nothing great. The manga is amazing. Again, never really read it either though.
Yeah.
But I just know it is. People say it's like possibly the greatest manga ever.
I need to get back into the thing, like keeping up with some of the Joneses, I feel like. I don't know.
What?
Well, like, I feel like I need to watch, like, some, like, random stuff that I haven't seen in, like, years, like South Park and Family Guy and stuff like that. I don't know. Well, I do have some news from this past month.
First thing, the host is going to start reading Berserk.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. CBS is ending The Late Show with Stephen Colbert next year. What do you think about that?
Yeah, that's a topic. That's definitely a topic.
That is. Censorship gone crazy.
I mean, like, isn't that just like...
It seems like somebody got the tap on the shoulder. I forgot, but...
Isn't it just for criticizing Trump? That's what I thought it was.
Yeah, that's what it seems like it was all for.
Because he's, like, supposed to be the Republican guy who's reasonable on TV. You know?
Well, I mean, that... Is Stephen Colbert... He's a Democrat.
I thought he was Republican. Look into that.
I don't think so. He was he pretended to be a Republican on the Colbert
Look
report.
it up. I'm pretty sure he's Republican. Look it up.
He's a Democrat.
Oh. He's a fake Republican.
See, this is what happened. Yeah, when he had the Colbert report, he had like it was basically like a satire on like on Republican policies and shit like that. So he would act like he loved the Republican like shit, but it was really like a way to dismantle it from like looking within. It's kind of like the hard truths a little bit.
Yeah. So true.
He's getting fucked with, and yeah, it seems like South Park, something might happen with that too, because even they're pretty self-aware about it, how everybody's getting canceled because they're making fun of like Trump and shit. It's the party of comedy, you know? That is pretty crazy though.
Yeah. No one's happy about it.
No. I mean, well, I mean...
only Donald Trump would want this.
Only Donald Trump would want this. I mean, there's some people that didn't like Colbert's show. I, for one, didn't really like the Late Show with Colbert. I used to like the Colbert Report, but I didn't really like his late night show.
I don't like any late night talk show.
Yeah, me either, pretty much.
I think the last one I liked was with Craig Ferguson.
Well, he was kind of like off-putting. That kind of made him different.
Craig Ferguson?
Yeah, am I thinking of the right guy? The Irish guy?
Yeah.
I thought he was charming. I mean, he's kind of like charming in an off-putting way, though. Like he's different.
He's like a funny Irish dad.
Yeah, that's a good way to think about him.
I haven't thought about that guy in a while.
Yeah, I can't really think of any late night shows that I liked that much, honestly. Just the Daily Show, really. But does that?
I wouldn't even call that. Yeah, I wouldn't even call that.
Exactly. Yeah, that's on a like political comedy shows are on kind of a different level like that. And that's why I didn't like when Stephen Colbert did like late night shows like that. That's kind of what sucked about like all those other shows getting into political comedy a lot more because of Trump and shit like that, because it kind of wasn't their territory to start going deep into shit like that.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? That's more of like the Daily Show and like that kind of brands, I think. But what do I know?
Late night people should just be making fun of celebrities.
Oh, look at who's dating now! Oh my god!
Did you see this? And really, like, they don't care.
Just like, it's a bunch of shit. Let's just pile this slop and give it.
But now it's all It's like I get it because like the Trump ended up being awful, like really awful, and I get why everybody was like just obsessed with getting rid of him. I get it.
It became popular to like make fun of him or like go after him because that was like the thing to do. Like even in the news, it like didn't
Yeah,
matter who you were.
but like very quickly there were people who are like, this is stupid. Like these people are like doing too much with this. Like wow, look how bad they hate him. Know that he's getting to them, and like enough people. It was also like enough people hated the people that hated him.
I mean, they're still finding an audience with that. This only happened because Colbert probably got the tap on the shoulder. Like, this wasn't because he wasn't getting views. I think I heard something like that entire network, CBS. They weren't even really doing too well, and Stephen Colbert's show was like the best thing on the network for views, which is kind of nuts.
Hmm.
CBS not doing great. I don't know. It's kind of a signal too to like dark times. Not to get into like political stuff, but like that's kind of like it's not the best thing to happen. All right, let's get into Spider-Man.
What's going on with him?
Spider-Man Beyond the Spider-Verse delayed to June 25th, 2027. That movie keeps getting delayed. Well, that sucks.
Well, I mean, it is a visually stunning series of movies, and I feel like
Yeah.
I feel like the last one came out pretty recently. They could probably take their time.
I don't know. The last one, it came out like 2 years ago, dude.
That's not that long. It's a
I
movie.
guess. It's usually like 3 years, I feel like, for a sequel to a movie, and then 5 years for a long time for a sequel to a movie.
Yeah, it's not even all the way through 3 yet.
It's not even all the way through 3 yet. Yeah, that's true. It'll be 5, I think, by the time it gets to June 25th, 2027.
2027 is a while.
That's what I mean. That's
It's like what
just
I guess
saying that
right.
out loud.
Yeah, you're right.
You know,
That is a while.
we're gonna get Doomsday. I think,
why would that take so long? What are they waiting for?
I don't know. Then again, we're also not thinking about the fact that this is 2025 right now, and 2027 is only 2 years away. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
It feels like it should be longer away. We're almost done with the decade.
Yeah, we're almost in the 30s.
That's crazy. Agenda 2030. It's gonna be Spider-Man after the Spider-Verse.
First up on the agenda, Spider-Man Beyond the Spider-Verse.
First up on the agenda. They're going to put together like all of green energy, reestablish a new world order, and the first thing that they're going to do is they're going to put out Spider-Man Beyond the Spider-Verse to get everybody reacquainted to society. It would be a brave new world, and not Captain America. What else? Fantastic Four First Steps director explains the heartbreaking decision to cut John Malkovich from the film. Poor John Malkovich got cut from the movie.
Oh, well, who was he going to be?
He was going to be Red Ghost. It was this dude that can control like 8 chimpanzees or gorillas or something.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, and so I guess this is we can talk about Fantastic Four in this part too, because
I haven't seen it yet.
Shit, all right.
Maybe we shouldn't.
I mean, can we say like a few things about it?
Yeah, just don't do spoiler talk.
Yeah, I guess you could say that this was in the trailers that Red Ghost gorillas do still show up, but yeah, he doesn't show up.
Weird.
Yeah, but you do get some pretty cool characters. I mean, you get Galactus, Silver Surfer, and I think this is in the trailers too. Mole Man is in there too. That one was kind of a surprise for me.
Do they have Franklin Richards? Like, is he born in that movie?
Yeah, he's in the movie.
Did they tease that she's already pregnant with her daughter?
I don't think so.
Because, like, there's another kid.
I don't remember. Yeah, I know.
And she's like a genius. Valeria.
Yeah, Valeria. Yeah, she's I don't know. I don't know if they tease her in it, but I know they show Franklin a little bit, like they show him like not older, but like, you know what I mean, growing up by the end of the movie. Like
wow.
he's growing a little bit.
Young Avenger.
Yeah, I don't know if he's that old, but he is they show that he is like something, that he will probably be something. Honestly, I feel like a lot of this is pushing towards an arc from like the 80s called the Fantastic Four versus X-Men and Fantastic Four versus the Avengers.
Sounds cool.
Yeah, I feel like this is how this is gonna shape up in like Secret Wars and shit. I don't. This is probably some spoiler talk. So if anybody is
I
cares
think I
about
told you
like,
before that, like, in my mind, the Fantastic Four, the core four, versus any other four Marvel characters, they're gonna win, if you ask me. Aside from some like OP villains, I don't know.
in an interview, this is gonna be probably a spoiler alert for Avengers Doomsday or Secret Wars. In an interview with Pedro Pascal or I think it was Alan Cummings actually. Alan Cummings was talking about how he had to like punch Pedro Pascal in the face a few times, and he was
What?
like sad about that or whatever, or he felt bad about
Oh,
it. What that means is that Mr. Fantastic is gonna fight Nightcrawler at some point.
that's crazy.
Yeah, that's wild. Like that means that when the X-Men meet the Avengers, they're probably not gonna meet on good circumstances. It's probably gonna be like an Avengers versus X-Men kind of like movie at first. But yeah, Fantastic Four was actually pretty good. But I expected more out of it, to be honest with you.
Tell me what you expected, because clearly it doesn't happen in the movie.
You know what I thought they did well, but I was still kind of disappointed by is that all Marvel movies have this feeling of like they're happening in like a weekend and you're just like seeing like just a small period of time and a chunk of that like, universe in that time, and you're not
Yeah.
like getting like a grander vision. You're just getting like a snippet that's a peak of the grander vision. I feel like this movie kind of did that really well, but at the same time, because it did it so well, it really, you could feel the fact that it did that, if that makes sense.
Is that a bad thing?
But sort of, but not really, but sort of. So like they basically they throw you into this new universe. It's universe 828. It's the first 5 seconds of the movie you see that it's a new universe,
I
but
thought,
it's you.
wait, isn't 8 wasn't 828 one of the universes from the multiverse movie?
No, that was universe 838. That was the one with the
Oh,
other Mr. Fantastic, John
yep,
Krasinski.
yep.
So they throw you into this universe 828. They show the Fantastic Four as a family and doing their stuff, and then there's this like montage of like their encounters with like meta beings and like their superhuman feats, so to speak. And it's all really cool. It's all like classic Jack Kirby and Steve Ditko style like drawings and stuff like that. It's pretty awesome. Well, not drawings, but you know what I mean. Like it's shot like those drawings.
Yeah, yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, it was really cool, but at the same time, it felt like as soon as the movie starts, it feels like saying all this. This storyline is also kind of lends itself to that kind of formula, I guess you could say, because it's about Galactus. And Galactus is just like this, crazy thing that just happens in like a weekend. So it makes sense. It's not like an Age of Galactus kind of thing where he sticks around. So I guess it makes sense that they didn't like focus too hard on it. But the movie was like that. It was basically like just Galactus comes and they have to figure out a way to stop him.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I got spoiled one thing from this movie, and it's that at least I think it spoiled it for me. I saw a clip comparing the old Silver Surfer to the new Silver Surfer.
I don't think that you got spoiled.
All right, cool, cool.
Yeah, I'll just say that. I don't know if you might have misinterpreted something, but I don't think you got spoiled. I don't know if we should leave that in. I was gonna say because that might misdirect people. Because I can't even explain it to you without spoiling it.
Like a cinematic Marvel future where all the characters are established enough that we start getting these wacky storylines and like new like I want to get to the point where we start seeing some crazy characters join the Guardians of the Galaxy and like more so than we already have, or vice versa, like crazy characters joining the Avengers.
Well, you're gonna get that when it's gonna be post Secret Wars.
Yeah,
What you're asking for is basically what James Gunn's doing with DC.
I don't know. I haven't seen Superman yet.
Well, we'll get into that in a second, but we should definitely watch Superman because Superman was
I'm
awesome.
gonna.
I think we talked about this. I'm gonna put this out as a clip, the thing that we talked about. But I thought Superman was actually really really awesome, and I liked it even more than Fantastic Four by probably a long shot. Honestly, I don't know if that's a hot take, but I really like the Superman movie a lot more than Fantastic Four, I should say.
I'm a really big critic of the last Superman movie.
Yeah, well, I didn't like Man of Steel very much.
I liked a lot of it, but it was just so strange watching such a depressing movie.
I'll be honest with you, there's not a single Superman movie that I like that much other than Superman Returns.
Wow.
And yeah, and I didn't even really like that one that much. I don't know. I was never a huge fan of Superman movies. I was never like a big Superman guy.
He's cooler in the comics.
Yeah, he definitely is. I agree with that. Like I was always more of a Batman guy, obviously. Obviously. But even like in the movies, that was always like I was always drawn to that. Like growing up, I had Batman Returns and the first Batman like on DVD, and actually I had all the Batman movies on DVD. Now I think about it, Forever and Batman and Robin, and I used to watch those a lot. We should do an episode one of these days, or we could even talk about it right now real quick about like our parents' movies that they had when we were like kids, like the small collection of movies that they had that we watched like 100 times over.
Yeah. I don't know. My parents had a big VHS collection.
My parents had it was a decent sized collection. I wouldn't say it was like big, but it was like enough where like there was like a lot of good like random stuff. Like, have you ever seen the movie Barbed Wire?
No.
That's a crazy random like comic book movie from the 90s with a Pamela Anderson starring in it, and it's in like a post-apocalyptic like fascist dictatorship in like the United States. It's crazy.
Is her name Barb Wire?
Yeah, that's her name.
That's cool.
Yeah. But it's really good. That was like one of those movies that like I would watch like a lot. Or Wild Wild West was another one that I watched, and I used to love that movie. Batman, all the Batman movies, but especially Batman Returns.
We've talked about Wild Wild West, right? Our shared love of it.
I think we have, but we can talk about it again because yeah, we do love Wild Wild West. Wild Wild West.
Wild Wild West.
Wow, 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 wow. Yeah, Wild Wild West is great. What other movies did I have growing up? Blow. I had Blow growing up, and I used to watch that movie a lot. That was a movie I probably shouldn't have watched a lot, but it was great. But
Harry Wild Wild and West, the Hendersons.
You had Harry and the Hendersons?
Oh yeah.
That was a great movie.
Great movie. Watched that a lot.
What's his name? John John what the hell's his name? The dad in the movie.
Yeah, isn't he he's from Third Rock from the Sun?
Is he in Third Rock from the Sun?
Am I mixing up dads?
I don't know. He was in Footloose. He talks like this. Come on, everybody. Ah, I don't know. It's something like that. John something. Well, he's always good and shit. But Harry and the Hendersons is fantastic. What other movies did
John Lithgow?
John Lithgow. That's what it is. Yeah, he's good. He's always in good shit.
Great shit.
Great shit. Harry and the Hendersons. That was a good one. What else did you have?
Titanic.
Classic. I'm Flying Jack. Did you have a lot of Happy Madison movies?
Yeah, we had Billy Madison. We had Waterboy, Big Daddy.
Big Daddy's good. We had Joe Dirt.
We had Joe Dirt.
Joe Dirt is amazing.
Every white trash family had Joe Dirt.
Oh, I love Joe Dirt. I used to I've watched Joe Dirt since like I was like I could talk, and anytime like a friend, like a family friend or like just like a friend or something would come over the house, even though I was like 7 or 8 and they were 7 or 8, I would show them Joe Dirt and it would just be fucking amazing.
Just poisoning people's brains with Joe Dirt.
Yeah, literally. Like I was red pilling people with Joe Dirt as a kid.
You know, it's a movie like that. Bubble Boy. Bubble
Boy is so great. That's a movie that I watched a lot as a kid. It was always on Comedy Central. Oh man, the fucking cult that goes after him. That was great because like that was what's his face?
Jake Gyllenhaal.
Yeah, that was his first really good like movie. That and then Donnie Darko right after.
The dichotomy.
But yeah, that was like a wicked crazy dichotomy. Like you can't like get any different from those two fucking. I mean they're not that different because they're both about sheltered people or both about sheltered young people, but in two very different ways. Bubble Boy's a classic. I'll never not watch that. And Heather Graham's in it, I think, too.
Let's talk about Zach Kreger and Weapons.
Yeah, what you haven't watched that yet, right?
No, but it's probably going to be the first movie I watch out of any new movie.
We can also talk about, even though this is technically an August thing, we can talk about the Mars trailer that dropped today.
Yes.
I just want to say,
And they were all white.
They were all white. I want to say rest in peace, Trevor Moore, one of the legends and one of the influences on this podcast, I would say.
Rest in pieces.
No, he was in One Piece when he got, chopped up.
So it wasn't that high of a fall.
No. It wasn't that much of a splat. It was more of a than a.
It was more of a.
It was more of a thoom, boop.
Yeah.
Like, his head hit the ground and like his neck broke and, there was probably a little bit of a cat bounce, like his body bounced a little bit.
There's probably a very loud, shrill scream right after.
No, nobody was home, so there was no scream.
Oh, I thought his wife was home when that happened.
No. His wife was at like a party or something like that, and
he was all alone, and then he just fell off his balcony.
I think his kid might have been home, but his kid was like too young.
What the fuck happened to this guy?
Yeah, it was probably probably not the government.
Yeah.
Well, no, what happened? So I think I said this before, but I used to watch his live streams that he did with all the other whitest kids like throughout the week on Twitch. I'd watch them live. I watched the Newsboys one specifically, which is what inspired me to actually make this podcast and do like actually what we're doing right now with like the news segments. Every Friday they would basically like cover like the news that happened that week, and like Trevor Moore and Zach Kreger would like talk shit about like what was going on. And that Friday what happened was he basically was like, all right, have a good night. And he was talking about like how he had just like got his still running, like his moonshine still.
Yeah.
And he was gonna like try his hand at moonshine. And that night he was actually drinking the moonshine on his last stream. And supposedly what happened was he was drinking and he got drunk and he stumbled and I guess like lost his sight and fell off the balcony.
Lost his sight off that moonshine?
That's what they say too. A lot of people like
Is he a raging alcoholic?
No, I don't think he was a rage. He drank White Claws a lot, but that was it. No, what he just liked really eclectic weird things. But what a lot of people theorize is that because he really like did a shitty job of like maintaining things and like doing things like by the book, that when he did the moonshine still, he might have fucked up and like did too much of something that causes like
too
people
strong. Made the alcohol too good.
There's a certain thing that if you do the alcohol wrong, if you like distill it wrong or something like that, it can cause like a chemical that can like cause either like temporary blindness or like cause like actual real blindness. And a lot of people like theorize that that's what happened, that when he was drinking the moonshine, that it like caused like him like to like lose his sight for a bit, and that's why he stumbled off the balcony. So just a crazy like thing that happened.
Yeah.
It was wild though. I watched his last Newsboy show, and it was like nothing. He was just, they were talking and everything was good, and then boom, next morning I get a text from somebody and they're like, "Hey, did you hear that Trevor Moore died?" And I'm just like, "What? No way." Crazy how things like that happen. But, rest in peace, Trevor Moore, and we hope that Mars is really good. It looks like it's going to be really, really fucking good. The animation doesn't look that good, but honestly,
it
the
looks like
story,
they didn't have a lot of money to make it.
Well, yeah, I mean, they didn't.
Okay.
Well, that was what they were
streaming.
Yeah, no, nothing wrong with that at all. And nothing wrong with that. That's the whitest kid sketch, too, when they're all like, nothing wrong with that, when they're talking about, like, beating their kid.
Yeah.
They're They're like, nothing wrong with that. But that's what they were like streaming, like doing like the Newsboys and like the Saturday streams with all of them, and like all those the the streams with like Dungeons and Dragons and stuff like that. Is they were like trying to raise money for this movie, which it's kind of crazy that Trevor Moore isn't able to see the end product, but it's cool that he was able to help get it created like that, you know? They should just use AI for the rest of his lines. Like, they should still keep the rest of his lines.
That would be crazy.
Imagine if they did that. That would be hilarious. I bet you Trevor Moore would love that.
Make him say a bunch of crazy shit.
Yeah, just like have him say the wildest shit. I'm Trevor Moore, and I approve this message. Fuck all of you. He just says like the wildest shit.
You can make him say awful things that'd be like illegal. You know how like the skit about the American president?
Yeah.
They could have him do some shit like that, but you go even crazier with it because he's dead. It's like you can't really arrest him.
Oh yeah, no. Yeah, you wouldn't, even if you release some crazy shit that he said now, you wouldn't be able to arrest him.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be a slippery slope, though, if they did that. But honestly, like, that would be one of the few times that I would ever actually say that I wouldn't care about using AI to, like, voice, like, a character that's dead or, like, a person that's dead.
They should do that to... If they do that with Trevor Moore, they should do that to Justin Roiland for Rick and Morty.
Justin Roiland. Well, no.
Even though he's alive.
The reason why I think it's acceptable with that is because, one, all of those guys, if they signed off on it, I would think that's the thing that Trevor Moore would be cool with, because they knew him the best, and they would not do anything that remotely tarnishes his image. If anything, they do things that elevate his image, which is kind of wild, because like he was definitely the star of that group. Like, say what you will about like Zach Krager and Sam Brown, and Timmy and Darren were awesome too, but he was like he had like such a shine about him that like elevated everything that they all did, and they all knew that. They all knew that everything that they did was elevated by everything that he contributed to it. And I think that they realized when they lost him, they lost part of that gold, or that shine, that elevation.
They lost their gold.
They lost their golden boy.
Golden pony.
Their golden pony. Or their golden goose. They golden pony boy. But yeah. That's going to be really good. I didn't see when it said it was going to come out, but I've been looking forward to that movie for like 5 or 6 years now. So, that's going to be great. Let's talk about Superman. So, Superman joins the Letterboxd 1 million watched club. The film is now the fastest world premiere to reach 1 million.
Whoa. Cool. That's cool.
Yeah. I don't know what the Letterboxd watch club is, but that must be like some kind of feat.
Dude, people want to see crypto.
Oh, the dog's awesome in the movie. It kind of throws you a little bit for a loop, because it's like it's a little bit of a situation.
Can you spoil one thing for me?
Yeah, sure.
How does he come into contact with crypto?
It's a major spoiler. That's what I was just dancing around.
Yeah, because like
it's kind of a spoiler for the end of the movie, more so than anything else.
What? So we just know crypto's around with no explanation until the end of the movie?
It's kind of hinted at as
Isn't
to
he in, like,
why
the first
he's
scene?
around. Yeah, he's pretty much in the first scene, yeah. It's pretty much hinted at as to why he's around. And then in the end, it's like pretty much like said, like, oh yeah.
Of Supergirl?
I mean, spoiler alert, yeah.
That's what I figured. It makes sense. It's a good choice.
Also, elevates Supergirl's character a lot too. It made me instantly like especially what he did with Supergirl too in the movie.
Don't tell me anything else about Supergirl.
I'm not, but I'm gonna say that I want to watch the movie now.
The new Supergirl movie?
Yeah, I didn't want to watch the movie before. One
Cool.
spoiler alert though for Supergirl, and I think we both know this, so it's not a spoiler for you or I. The greatest person who could ever possibly portray Lobo, who will embody the character of Lobo, is going to be Lobo in the Supergirl movie.
That is great. Does he appear in Superman?
No, he's not. That would have been so cool.
Cool.
Dude,
that's really cool.
After seeing the vibe of Superman, Lobo makes total sense for a Supergirl movie, honestly. It like makes total sense with like the whole vibe of the universe, and like it all makes total sense now. I'm excited for it. But for anybody that doesn't know, Jason Momoa is playing Lobo, and I think we might have even talked about this before, but Jason Momoa is playing Lobo in the new Supergirl movie. And for those that don't know who Lobo is, he's like the last of his kind because he murdered his entire alien race. He's like this you can probably describe him better, but he's like an intergalactic mercenary that just like
Bounty hunter.
Bounty hunter. Yeah, that's what it is.
He's like Dog the Bounty Hunter, but he's like Superman level strength with like Deadpool and Wolverine type healing.
Literally, he seems just like Dog the Bounty Hunter. I wonder what came first, Lobo or Dog?
It's a good question.
Like, I wonder who could have ripped off who. Because Jason Momoa, for those that don't know, Jason Momoa's favorite comic book character, you'd think it would be Aquaman, but no, it's actually Lobo. And he loves Lobo. He
Didn't he want to be Lobo before Aquaman, and they were like, "Well, we'll make you Aquaman."
Exactly.
You're too famous for us to just Lobo.
Exactly. He's always wanted to be Lobo, and he looks like Lobo. He models himself after Lobo. Like, literally everything about him just speaks like, oh, this is Lobo.
Yeah. Dude, you know what I want? I want to get Tom Hardy back as Bane, like a crazy, cartoony, buff Bane from like the comics. Scary,
like
though.
A Harley Quinn TV show Bane.
Yeah, but not silly like that.
I don't know. I'd love to have like a silly Harley Quinn
Silly would be
TV
fun
show
too,
Bane.
but I want to see like legit scary Bane. I want to see Bane where like he could murder Batman.
Oh, I'm going to murder you. Hello, Batman. Are
That's
you
just
ready
Elon
to
Musk.
die? What is it?
That's just Elon Musk.
Batman, get in my Tesla, and then I'm going to murder you. Batman's afraid to get in my Tesla. Does everybody know why? It's because he's in the Epstein files. Did I do that?
Yeah, damn.
Batman's in the Epstein files.
I bet he would be like on a plane dossier. Batman went. Actually, no, he'd probably take his own plane. It's like I'm not flying in the Lolita Express.
Batman would be the guy running the ops on this Epstein situation. He would be like he would either have an inside guy or he'd be funding the Epstein to get dirt on everybody.
Alfred just playing some rich old sicko.
Alfred playing some rich old sicko.
Batman's on the shore on some boat.
He's basically like pretending to be some rich tech entrepreneur so that he can get in there and plant like some shit.
So we can get in there.
Get in there. Imagine like because at one point they did put real people in comic books or real situations. Like 9/11 was in the Captain America comics, and it shows like Captain America all distraught and shit. And wasn't there a Superman comic like that too?
I don't know.
I feel like that was like, you know, there was an obvious like
there needs to be more tragic events like 9/11 in the movies.
No, I'm this is actually a different hot take. Hot take, there needs to be more propaganda in comic books.
Yeah.
Like let's have more like you know, World War II style bad guys, like when Captain America was punching Hitler in the face. Let's have like Jeffrey Epstein be like an evil villain in comic books, and have Ghislaine Maxwell be like an evil like mini boss that the Avengers.
Well, if it's going to be propaganda, then Ghislaine Maxwell's going to be some mysterious figure that seduces Batman and actually like kind of gives him like tips him off on like something that helps him. But then she still goes about her nefarious ways like Catwoman.
Yeah, or Harley Quinn. That makes total sense. Honestly, they should do that. They should have you know, more stuff like that, and you know, have Elon Musk be helping them out, gather information on everybody. Have Elon Musk be like a secret superhero. They could introduce a new DC superhero and then reveal it like a couple months later to actually be Elon Musk.
It's like they should do that and make him you know how the new Age of Heroes in DC, I've talked about this recently, where it had the Terrifics, which were like the Fantastic Four. It had Damage, which was like the Hulk. It had Sideways, which was like Spider-Man. It also had Brimstone, and I almost feel like Brimstone was maybe kind of like Ghost Rider or something. They should do a new one and make Elon Musk like their own version of Iron Man.
Yes, exactly. Like the guy from The Boys, the Tech Knight or whatever.
Because you know what's funny actually? So I read this manga. I haven't read it in probably almost a year now, but I gotta check it out, see where it went. Record of Ragnarok. The anime's on Netflix, but I was reading the manga. And spoiler alert, Tesla is a character. Nikola Tesla. The whole
Nice.
premise is that it's figures from history going up, like the greatest mortals in history going up against the strongest gods in 1v1s in a 1v1 tournament.
So they have like Nikola Tesla with like a ray gun just shooting like Zeus and shit.
Sort of. You know who he fights?
Who?
Beelzebub.
He should fight Gilgamesh.
So I don't think they've shown. Let's see if I can remember. The first god is Thor, and that was a cool one. The second god, oh shit! I think some later developments happened that I have not seen yet.
What?
So, just some stuff I had not seen yet. I'll leave it at that.
Like about what we're talking about?
Yeah. All right.
Or
So
like
this
other
is
stuff?
this is all I've seen. So the first fight is Thor versus Labubu?
Oh yeah, Labubu.
Labubu. Not Labubu.
Labubu?
It's Lubu.
Ah, Lubu, of course.
Do you know who that is?
No.
Hold on.
I know Lobo.
That's funny that we were just talking about Lobo.
And we said him like 20 times.
Here are some of his aliases: China's ultimate hero, the Flying General, the God of War, the Furious Dragon, Vanguard of Mankind, the Almighty Warlord, humanity's worst and most barbaric warrior. That's Lubu.
He's basically Lobo.
He hails from ancient China, was a prominent warlord during the Three Kingdoms period. He was considered to be a violent, bloodthirsty, and fearless warrior, being seen as a god of war and a furious dragon. He has his own spin-off manga.
Lobo.
He's just like this ancient Chinese general who's just like an ultimate badass.
Yeah, but there was a lot of things that you were saying about him. He was a barbarian.
Yeah, he's just like a savage.
Flew around.
He didn't really fly.
No, but they said
He
they
flew around.
talked
I think
about
he had a horse. He had like
he had a dragon or something. It's okay.
He didn't have a dragon. Next fight, I forgot. The second fight is Zeus versus Adam.
Zeus versus Adam.
The father of humanity, Adam.
Wait, what is this from? DC?
This is Record of Ragnarok. It's a Japanese manga.
Oh, okay. Zeus versus Adam. I mean, I feel like Zeus would win.
You'd think that. And you might be right. I forgot if you won or lost. I don't remember. But it was a good fight. Godfather of Cosmos versus Father of Humanity. All right, the third fight. The third fight is Is this the third fight? I feel like this might not be in order, but I could be wrong. So the third fight is Poseidon versus Kojiro Sasaki. Kojiro Sasaki is just like one of Musashi Miyamoto's rivals.
Mm.
But I think this is humanity's first win. It's Tyrant of the Seas, Poseidon versus humanity's greatest loser, Kojiro Sasaki. And I think he ends up winning. Because I think Poseidon's just like way too arrogant, way too cocky. This one's crazy. Hercules versus Jack the Ripper.
Yeah, I think Hercules would win on that one.
Yeah, you think that, right?
Jack the Ripper was just some insane person.
I mean, he is an insane person, but Jack the Ripper wins. Next fight, Shiva versus Raiden. And Raiden Tamiman? Pretty much, he's like the greatest sumo wrestler of all time.
Mm-hmm.
Versus Shiva. That was a good one. That was a really good one. I forgot the Zero Fuku versus Buddha. the enlightened one, and Buddha's actually one of the humans. He's everybody. It was a big deal because like he's like one of the most godly gods, and he's like, nah, I'm actually a human who just kind of like became enlightened, so I'm gonna be on their side.
Ascended.
Yeah, which Hercules could have also done. It was a good inverted version of that, where like Hercules was a human who ascended to godhood, and he was forced to fight for the gods. But then Buddha just kind of did his own thing, you know?
All right, you want to do the next headline?
Yes.
Brainiac was considered to be the villain for Superman before Lex Luthor was chosen. That kind of makes sense, given what happens.
I feel like with Brainiac, you got to do something else. I think Brainiac.
Well, yeah, the movie would have had to have been way different, but like little scenes here and there, like how things happen, it would make sense why Brainiac was like thought about.
Yeah, Brainiac they should like treat like a Thanos thing, but just in the Superman comics. I mean Superman movies.
Yeah. Well, now with Supergirl, they're probably gonna do Brainiac.
Yeah, she counts as one of them.
She counts as one. Well, isn't that like the thing is Brainiac like seals up her city in like the jar or something like that?
Kandor? Is she from
Yeah.
Kandor? I don't know.
I thought that's what she was. I don't know. I could be wrong.
I have no clue.
The Rap Reporter says the Batman 2 casting begins this fall.
Casting?
Yep. Let's try to get in the
Let's
Batman
try to get in
2.
the movie.
Yeah, let's do it.
Henchman 1 and 2.
Here, next on As the World Burns, the host and the anti-host are in the Batman 2 and are recording mid-film. I would try to do the role of Batman.
Yeah.
That's what I would audition for. I would go in there, I would tell them that Robert Pattinson just ain't doing it right then and there, and that they need a new, fresh take for the Batman 2 like they did for Batman Forever and Batman and Robin. And I would tell them, I'd say it worked out perfectly for everybody involved with those movies. What we need to do is just hire me with no acting experience whatsoever.
They should hire you to play Toy Man.
I would probably do pretty good, honestly, with Toy Man.
And they should hire me to be Solomon Grundy.
Yeah, you could be Solomon Grundy. I could also be the Mad Hatter, or
You could be the Mad Hatter.
yeah, I could be the Mad Hatter.
You'll be alright, you can be the Mad Hatter, and then I'll be...
We gotta send this to Matt Reeves and tell him that
I want to be Clayface, but they're already working on that.
Yeah, that's too high. You're thinking too high profile. This is me walking in and saying that I want to be the new Bruce Wayne.
To be fair, there's been like 3 Clayfaces, you know? It could just be one of the Clayfaces.
Well, they're talking about giving Clayface an entire movie, so like they wouldn't just give these 2 random podcast hosts,
the other Clayface,
an entire like franchise to just run with.
I'll just be the other one.
I'll just be the other one, the non-DCU Clayface. What'd you say?
So it's simple.
It's simple. So that's what we're gonna do. You heard it here first. We're gonna be in the Batman 2. Casting begins this fall. We're already in it. James Gunn says he's not writing Creature Commandos Season 2. What does that mean?
The fuck is that supposed to be?
Clearly it means it's not happening. No, I mean, it probably just means that he's passing it to somebody else because he's got a lot of shit to do. That or they weren't happy with it, so they're not going to do it. And they're just going to keep Rick Flag Sr. as a human, 3D non-animation with black hair instead of white hair, which is funny because he had white hair in the TV show. Sean Astin to run for SAG-AFTRA president.
Yeah, I think that's cool. Whatever that means, you know?
I think that's cool too. I mean, that
means for him.
I mean, he's going to have some pull in Hollywood, I guess, so that's cool. I'm sure he already does, but like,
make more Lord of the Rings stuff happen, you know?
Make a Goonies sequel.
It's just him being selfish.
Was he in that movie? No, I don't think so. Cabin Fever. I don't think he was in that. He's gonna make a sequel to Stranger Things where his character comes back. It's gonna be a spin-off of his character specifically.
All the characters that have died, living a life in the Upside Down.
Exactly, and he's gonna be like the leader of them.
That'd be beautiful.
He just uses all of his power, his newfound power, for like you said, for selfish purposes, just for like evil.
As he should.
As he should. I'm Sean Astin. I approve this message, and I'm gonna take over. Let's see. Marvel plans to recast the X-Men and eventually Tony Stark after Avengers Secret Wars, but reboot is a scary word, says Kevin Feige. Ooh.
Dude, can you do me a favor?
Yeah.
Can you look up the trailer for Friends or Friendship? I mean,
Is that the one with Tommy Wiseau?
no.
What is this movie?
Look it up. It's got Paul Rudd in it.
Oh, I heard about this.
Watch the trailer.
I think I seen this in I saw the trailer for this in the movie theater. A24. My schedule.
Did you watch it?
I'm watching it right now.
Cool.
That's great. I love how he says at the end, "There's a new Marvel out. It should be nuts."
That comes up again. it's so funny. They sell that movie like it's like creepier than it actually is, and it does get really creepy at times. But like, it's just like a very bleak comedy.
That's what like it felt like an awkward, funny, like dark, like awkward comedy. That so guy's good. Always in those types of things, though.
Yeah, he's awesome.
He is. I think You Should Leave is really good, actually. Marvel planning to recast the X-Men. And eventually Tony Stark after the Avengers Secret Wars.
Yeah, I mean, it's inevitable. I mean, like, why do you need another Tony Stark, though? Don't get that. That's weird.
Well, what do you think? Do you think that means they're going to reboot, like, everybody?
I don't know. Probably not.
Keep some of the younger people and then get rid of, like, say, like Chris Hemsworth.
It's kind of what they've been saying the whole time, which is that they're going to reboot all these worlds, but only the ones they want to reboot. And the way they're going to do it is with Battle World, and then like the parts that survive are the ones that they actually want, and that's why it's all going to be this like strange blend of all the universes that you're used to now. So now you're going to have all these people you always wanted to interacting with each other, and it makes sense only because it's this world built after everything was pieced back together, and like you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
No, whatever.
Oh, whatever. Yeah, no, I know what you mean, and that's pretty much what they're gonna. It sounds like they're gonna do that. They're gonna streamline everything, and then they're gonna start to basically like make it so it's one universe afterwards. They got all the pieces on the chessboard now, so
I heard there's a new Marvel out. I heard it's gonna be nuts.
I heard it's gonna that comes back.
Yeah, it's like it's making people go nuts.
So, does that, like, in the movie, does it make people... Have you seen that movie yet?
Yeah.
All right.
It's the only new movie I've seen.
It's the only new movie I've seen.
It's true.
A24 is pretty great. They definitely, got to put out more shit.
Yeah.
Somebody needs to give them a shit ton of money. Well, somebody needs to give them...
right now.
Yeah. Well, somebody needs to give them a shit ton of money so they can just put out massive amounts of things without caring at all about the quality of it.
Somebody needs to give them a shit ton of money so that they can buy things that they don't need.
Yes.
More than what I have.
Just pump AI into everything they do. Use just CGI. Don't use any real locations. Turning into a
start naming our children after the characters in their productions.
That's getting like crazy with it. That's on another level.
Is it?
Giving our firstborn to them. Speaking of Reservoir Dogs, Kill Bill, and Donnie Brasco actor Michael Madsen dies at age 67. I think that happened in July. Voice actors demand regulation on AI voice cloning.
Well, how do you think Trevor Moore felt about that?
I didn't even think about that when I was putting this in. When I said that, that's pretty funny. That's literally How do you think Trevor Moore? He probably was just like, "Fuck it, I want like to use people as voices." He was like that. Any port in a storm if he had to, but he was also like very contradictory. So he would probably make the opposite point.
Yeah.
Adam Sandler says Happy Gilmore 2 had massive part for Carl Weathers. That's sad.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Well, instead they had a massive part where Carl Weathers should have been.
Yeah. Big gaping hole.
Yeah.
Filled by a very fat man.
By a very fat man. That was actually... Did you watch Happy Gilmore 2?
I lied. That's the other new movie I've seen.
I was gonna say, I watched that one also, and I really liked that one as much as I could like a new Adam Sandler movie, and I haven't liked any Adam Sandler movie since That's My Boy. So, if that means anything.
I'm excited for Little Nicky too.
Yeah, that's gonna be great.
That's what I want to see.
I think they should do a Billy Madison too, as well. Anyways, what did you think of Adam Sandler 2?
Let's stop flirting with the knife's edge.
Anyways, what did you think of? What did you actually think of Adam Sandler? What did you actually think of
Adam Sandler 2?
What did you actually think of Happy Gilmore 2?
I think it was all right.
I thought people were hating on it too much, to be honest with you.
I mean, like, what is there to hate on? I get that it's beloved, and now it's all weird and modern, and like, yeah, the part with Maxi Golf, that was pretty cringe, and it felt like it was made in 2003 or something. But like, I was telling somebody that maybe that's the point. Like, it feels like it was.
Well, that was the point.
Like Happy Gilmore 2 was supposed to come out in 2003, and that's what it would have been like.
Yeah, pretty much. You know what it is? It felt to me like, have you seen Joe Dirt 2?
No, not gonna.
Yeah, you should never watch that ever. But Joe Dirt 1 was amazing, and I think watching Joe Dirt 2 will actually like ruin Joe Dirt 1 for you.
Really? It's actually that bad?
It is that bad.
Wow, impressive.
It's one of the worst sequels I think I've ever seen. Like, it's a sequel that I actively like block out of my head and think of as like more of like a fever dream kind of thing. But yeah. But what I would describe Happy Gilmore 2 as being is it's like what they tried to do with Joe Dirt 2, but they did it in a way, way better way. Cool. That doesn't mean they did it good, but they did it in a way better way than Joe Dirt 2. Taika Waititi tackling Judge Dredd movie and Hot Package hitting Hollywood. That's pretty cool.
You know what I heard? I heard, like, in passing, like, this is old news, and this is just an update on this old news. Back to Zach Kreger. He's making a Resident Evil movie.
I heard about that, too.
That's crazy.
Yeah, but what about Taika Waititi making a Judge Dredd movie? That's going to be awesome.
Unless it's hilarious the whole time, then I don't know how awesome it's going to be.
It's going to probably be darkly comic.
I hope so. He does know how to make a dark movie.
What do you mean he knows? His last two movies weren't that dark?
I want Taika Waititi to make a Hellboy movie. That would be sick.
Have you ever seen the movie The Hunt for the Wilder People?
No.
That's a really good Taika Waititi movie that is has Sam Neill in it and the kid from Deadpool 2. And it's really funny, and it's got a lot of dark humor in it. I think that he could do that really well.
Have you ever seen Jojo Rabbit?
No, I haven't seen that one. That's the one where he plays Hitler, right?
Yes.
Yeah, no, I haven't seen that. I don't think I'm going to see that movie.
Why? Racist?
No, it just seemed like it was going to be bad.
No, that movie's amazing. It's sad, though.
Oh, yeah?
Sad boy movie.
Well, anyways, I'm excited for Taika Waititi and Judge Dredd. Here's a sad thing. X-Files composer Mark Snow dies at 78.
Whoa, what?
Wah, 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 wah.
That's really sad, wow.
Yeah. Now somebody should play the sad piano X-Files. Ding, 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 ding.
That's so crazy.
Yeah, that is wild. Barbarian and Heart Eyes producers teaming on new Amityville horror movie. Joseph and Vanessa Winter to direct. Described as a radical new spin on the famed haunted house story for a new generation. So that means it's going to be like a bunch of people texting and like Instagram influencers and stuff like that, and it's going to be like just really like shitty.
But it's the team who did Barbarian.
Yeah, no, I'm joking. But the radical new spin is funny. Well, that makes total sense if it's the team who did Barbarian, and it's probably related to the guys who did Weapons also. It's probably going to be like it's probably going to have like a lot of psychological horror.
I feel like they would have said if it was the people who did Weapons. Like, I almost feel like it's a different production company, and that the only through line is Zach Kreger.
Maybe. I thought that. Yeah, I don't know either. I thought that was the barbarian guys were the same as the weapons guys in most, kind of like Get Out and Nope,
Yeah.
and you know what I mean. Like they all had like I think the same producers.
Jordan Peele.
Well, Jordan Peele, but also I thought like writers and producers and shit. But I could be wrong. Oh, here's something funny. Max will change back to HBO Max on Wednesday, July 9th. They should have never dropped the HBO. What the fuck is wrong with them?
It's weird when you read that headline like it hasn't happened yet.
Yeah, I know. I should have just said Max changed back to HBO Max on July 9th.
Yeah.
But it's stupid that ever happened, that they ever dropped the HBO.
Yeah,
like, are they dumb?
They are. The people in charge right now don't know what they're doing.
Like, I grew up with HBO seared into my brain. Like, I just talked, we just talked recently about, like, about dreams and shit that we've had, and how I saw a dream of a giant TV with static on it in the middle of, like, you know, in the middle of a field at night. And all that had to, you know, happen to make that dream feel a little bit better is for the words HBO or the letters HBO to pop up on screen. And that would have been, you know, a dream instead of a nightmare.
I think that HBO, like they even said that, like when they're going back to HBO, it's because they want their name to be associated with premium content again. It's like, yes, we're always the ones making premium content. You just change your name and stopped making premium content.
Yeah,
now you're like, we're going back to HBO because we want people to know that we're gonna make. It's like, just what did you do? Like, what the fuck was that?
Yeah, does that mean that what they made was shit content and that they were owning up to it?
Yes.
They were owning up to the fact that they were making shit content? Like that's ridiculous. That's bad for the brand.
Yeah. They got some weird leadership right now.
Yeah. That's not good. Kenneth Cawley, the acclaimed English actor best known for his role as Admiral Piet in Star Wars Saga, has died at the age of 87. A lot of deaths this month. Speaking of, Julian McMahon, the guy who played Doctor Doom and was in Nip Tuck, died this month at 56.
Remember when everyone was like, oh yeah, deaths come in threes. It's just Ozzy Osbourne, Hulk Hogan, and the guy from that other show.
Oh yeah, we should mention that. Even though that's kind of like that happened in August, right?
Think about all the other celebrities that have died all around the same time. People are like, no, it's the big three.
We definitely got to talk about that, though. Hulk Hogan and Ozzy Osbourne died. Even though Ozzy died in, I think, August, it's still it's the thing that happened.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2, Leatherface actor Bob Elmore passed away, 65. Look at that. Another one. Casino, The Usual Suspects, Being John Malkovich, City of Angels, and Police Academy 2. These are all the movies that he was in. Aaron Taylor Johnson to star in Robert Eggers' Werewolf. Lily Rose Depp in talks for Nosferatu reunion. That's cool. Kevin James says there have been recent conversations regarding a Grown Ups 3 movie. Something's happening, he says. Ryan Gosling, Will Ferrell to star in Tough Guys, action comedy for Amazon MGM. Should be great.
Who?
Ryan Gosling and Will Ferrell.
Wasn't he in some other movie that was called something like that?
Yeah, Nice Guys, and then he was in a movie called The Fall Guy. He's in a lot of guy movies.
Is Nice Guys going to be like tied to Tough Guys?
I don't know. Somebody goes, one half of the other guys and one half of the nice guys equals tough guys.
The Other Guys is fantastic.
Yeah, The Other Guys is great. The Nice Guys is good too.
I've never seen Nice Guys.
It's a funny movie. This ain't the Nice Guys sequel. What the fuck, man? That's what someone said. Yeah, Nice Guys was good. Let's see. David Dalmatian or Dasmatian. David Dasmatian.
David Dasmalchian. Malchian?
David Dasmalchian. I think you got it right with that last one. Lands role of villain M. Bison in legendary Street Fighter.
I don't understand that. I keep hearing about these different castings in the Street Fighter movie, and it makes me feel like, is this movie just one big like comedy skit is all joke, is entirely a joke. I don't get it.
I
Is
mean,
David Dastmalchian ripped?
maybe they make him like CGI ripped.
What a goof of a movie this is gonna be.
It's gonna be wild. It's definitely gonna be wild. All right, that was all of the movies headlines that I had. These are the comic headlines, and there's only one, so I guess it's not really that much. The company behind the comics based on The Boys and Disney's Zootopia and Warner Brothers' The Powerpuff Girls is about to run out of money. So that sucks.
Wow.
Yeah. One less IP owning all those, or I should say one less company owning all those IPs. All right, here's the video game headlines. Not that many, but some interesting ones. Benjamin Evan Ainsworth and Bo Bragason to play Link and Zelda in live-action Legend of Zelda film. That could have actually gone up top. Studios shot down a Crash Bandicoot movie, says Sega of America CEO.
Now, all right, Crash Bandicoot and Spyro could actually be amazing kids movies.
Yeah, they'd be awesome.
Amazing cartoon animated. Like they could do some crazy shit with that. It'd be hilarious. Adults would love it.
I'm honestly surprised they haven't made any like low budget Crash Bandicoot or Spyro movies, like, you know what I mean, like how they did like Mario and shit.
Dude, I want to see Crash Bandicoot 1 and 2, Spyro 1 and 2, and then a Spyro Crash Bandicoot crossover.
That would be cool.
Right?
What about Sly Cooper?
Throw Sly Cooper in there, and I would be so happy forever.
We could we could have a Jack and Daxter movie too. I'm surprised they haven't done that yet. The fact that they haven't done a Ratchet, no, they've done a Ratchet and Clank movie, right?
I think they did.
Yeah, it was supposed to be pretty good too. I used to like Ratchet and Clank a lot. Up Your Arsenal was like one of my favorite games. Studios shot down Crash Bandicoot. We already read. Yep. After firing 9,000 employees for AI, Xbox graphics department shares cringe job post with AI graphics. Ubisoft CEO thinks Star Wars Outlaws failed because the brand was less popular.
Yeah, what a loser.
What a loser. I honestly
liked loser.
What a fuck. I honestly liked the game a little bit, but yeah, I don't think
It's
it
just
was
not appealing.
It's not,
it's like, great. It's a good looking game, but it's like finally an open world Star Wars game about nothing you care about.
Well, no, this is what the issue to me is that there should be like 20 games like this. If you're going to make this game, you make like 20 of these games. And then you make like 5 really good A+ games. You don't make 5 of these games and then like 1 A+ game every 10 years. And that's what they're doing, you know what I mean? It's like this game is like
there's only one open world Star Wars game. And it's that.
It's sad. But it's also, like I said, I like it in a way, but it's sad. Well, Jedi Survivor's kind of open world too. Valve confirms credit card companies pressured it to delist certain adult games from Steam. Tomb Raider composer jailed for 16 months after being found guilty of fraud. So there's another composer getting into some trouble. Call of Duty cheaters complain after Activision launches new wave of mass bans. I heard about that like they mass ban like a lot of people. But they do that a lot like every so often.
Yeah, I don't get it. I've never cheated in a video game.
Well, a lot of people like they'll have like the auto aims and shit like that. They'll cause like lags and shit like that, so they make it so it's easier. I just don't get it because it like, it just it's too much effort. Shit. Well, that too, but it's just too much effort. It's like too much work for something that's like not worth it. I don't know. EA-backed car culture winds down as Need for Speed shelved. Speed Hunters is on ice after nearly 2 decades, and EA recently suggested Need for Speed plans were on hold. Wild. The FBI has seized a major Nintendo Switch piracy site. And here's the last one that I had written down. Maybe we could just find a couple because I stopped like towards the end of the month. But Stardew Valley has just become the highest rated Steam game of all time 9 years after release, and it deserves it. It does deserve it, I will say.
Did it like get higher ratings, or did like other things go down?
I think it probably just got higher ratings or more people started playing it. It's a really good game.
Interesting.
It's fantastic, honestly. Like it's one of the few games that I would play like consistently, even still.